2, 3.
Sublevel 5.
6.
Sublevel 3.
Jules' team has found new pages written by Wake. He must... His bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine. You simply have to push the right buttons.
Water dripped from the ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick. They represented years of her life, her work, dissecting the act of creation and examining the bloody pieces. Bringing in live subjects had been her idea. Drip. Bureau leadership denied their request. But after HQ went into lockdown, she took advantage of the chaos and got her artists. Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to proceed. Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control. Drip. Drip. She needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
Sublevel 5.
Marmots had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced, it was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option. do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid wake he could never wash away!
I don't have time for this! I need to shut down this threshold before it fractures.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Elmo Cosca, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the Threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmots were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
We wrote so many things, wrote them for you and me. We're here standing on a precipice. We are ready to take a leap, but that only comes after. For this was the end scene. This was the end of an era. This was the sum of my body of work. When I'll be long gone, you can hold this together, and you can take it or leave it. Everything that comes after, and we'll always have this. All these moments that led us here, all this joy and these heartaches, they're woven into our very fabric. Pretend Deep press, deep press. Clock stopped, and another she was dropped. What a mess, what a mess. Deep press. 6 deep breaths, forget all the rest. Sharp pain. There's something in the way. What next? Sharp pain. Deep press. 6 deep breaths, forget all the rest. Go, I gotta let go of everything that I've ever known. Deep press. Slow, gotta take it slow, 'cause that's the fastest way that I know. Deep press.
Agent Kieran Estevez, requesting entry. I don't have time for this. This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama, your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment. Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez,
Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs. An experiment? That bodes well.
Dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocol.
They must all be working on the lower levels. I'll need to head down.
Censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
Why, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to push.
Level 1.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected in sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside. That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, not smart. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. I need to get back to the elevator. At least the elevator's back. Of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. What the fuck were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work.
Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Where am I? What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? So what kind of entity are you? I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation? No. Bad news? That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps.
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape.
Sublevel
Bright
3.
Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae. This isn't the floor I wanted. Fucking elevator.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is.
As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news. Never say no to extra firepower.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3. Shadow is here. Loop 3. Should be the last one. Controllable shifting phenomena. Happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmons!
You said Marmons before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Christ. It's fixated on the Marmons. What did they do? Threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick. Access card. Sorry, but I need this. How many paintings did they have this guy make? That's not right. There.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sublevel 1. You copy?
No, turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
Using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods. No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Sublevel 1.
I should get that gun while I'm up here. This should get me down to sub-level 5. And this should get me past any other problems. On these bastards. The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Please hold.
This is not level 4. The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shame of a man!
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self!
Sublevel 4.
Wish the elevator would stop moving.